Hello and welcome back. It is July 23rd, Tuesday, 2024, here at PreciseAlgorithmTrading.com. And I'm going to do a quick video tonight. Not going to go through our automated trading. It's doing just fine. A little pullback today after a really nice rally yesterday. So let's dive in and look at the overall markets, which are reacting overnight right now, I believe, to Tesla earnings, which I want to take a look at. But let's start right here. And I'm using this trading system that I told you last night. It's a combination of really everything else I've shown you, but this is really our best trading system from a tradability standpoint, especially on it. Well, it's on every time frame, but the daily time frame here is on the right, the monthly time frame is on the left, and I should still show the future cloud, which might confuse some people, but that's the Ichimoku cloud. I'm not showing the whole thing, just the future, so I can see. The Ichimoku cloud actually shows a potential future, basically bullish, bearish, or sideways pattern, which, believe it or not, works out in a lot of cases. So this is all the different major indices added together, and we're in this pullback situation. And in fact, I just saw another email that said, are we in a rotation? And they have sector rotations that happen in the markets. Are we really rolling over here? Maybe we are, probably, maybe. But right now, if you notice, the candles are green. The moving average here is yellow, which is up. It's magenta when it's going down, it's yellow when it's going up, it's gray when it's undecided or transitioning. And there's no real way to argue that when this thing's going up, it's going up, which is sort of, I'm going to call it trending, except it's not really. Because here, you start to get this imbalance where it turns gray and red after a big red move, and then it comes back, and then you get this conversion back up again, this transition, and then that's candles, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 green candles. And sure, you can't get out on top. You could, if you started to see that kind of action up here in this 2 and 3 ATR range, which, if you know what that means, then it's a potential reversal zone. So you could get out up there, and then you could just ride this thing down. Now, I've got, in the system that I've shown you in the past, these green candles would have turned red, which is why I actually trade with the ones that turn red, so I can see those types of patterns unfolding. However, when it really comes to rubber meets the road and you want to just trade a system that works all the time, or almost all the time, this is the kind of system you want, where this thing throws signals. There's a little back and forth, but generally speaking, we end up going up. So anyways, the NASDAQ, all the indices added together right now are still green, and the line's still going up. So with that in mind, we're going to look at all of them. The SPX today went down 8 points, or 0.16%. This is what it looks like overnight. And so we got a reversion, or a bounce, in today's candle, and now we're getting a bounce back down again. So we had a sell signal. So the light blue is a sell signal, the light green is a buy signal, and we got a light green yesterday, and we're getting right now a light blue with a bullish future cloud. I don't want to just blow that off. It means something. Now, does that mean we can't get a pullback to the 2 ATR, or even somewhere in between the 2 and the 3 ATR? Of course not. We're also, our momentum indicators are rolling down, and we also have a big wick here showing on the monthly chart. So we got to watch that, because the monthly chart still got about a week or so, week and a half of trading in it. So that's the S&P 500. We'll look at the Russell. The Russell today actually went up. So let's look at the IWM. Yeah, so there's your IWM, and it bounced 1.06% today. Now, it's a long way away from this breakout area that it came off of down here. And I'm fully expecting a pullback into a zone, like into this zone here. But, you know, ultimately, it looks like it's going to at least hold up. I don't want to necessarily say go higher, but there is that target that we drew in here a while back, and we're not too far from it. A close here at 222 versus that's up at 232. So we do have a future cloud that looks pretty weak because of how thin it is, but this thing can really this thing could get legs. So that's the Russell. The Dow, I'm going to go back to the futures. So this is this pullback, and everything looks fine. Future cloud looks fine. The Dow today went down 57 points. It's still at 40,350 something. 358. This is the actual Dow without being the futures and without tomorrow's price action, which is what's showing here. Not a big deal. Still looks like it's holding up okay. The Nasdaq, which is where your Tesla is going to be. So we've been on this pullback. We are at the lower zone here, and we do have a bullish future cloud. So anything in this zone looks like it's going to get oversold, and then we should get a bounce. And I'm going to watch for that bounce because that should be playable. Although I think we were going to see some sideways action for a while. Because all this expansion happened, I think we're going to get some consolidation. I just can't imagine we're going to expand like we did before. It's the Nasdaq. Well, while we're here, let's go look at Tesla. TSLA. So Tesla was on this nice rally. Let's not forget that that's a new bullish candlestick on the monthly chart. Which, if I haven't said it loud enough, that the candlestick colors on the monthly chart are totally different than the ones that we have on the daily. I could apply the ones that are on the daily to the monthly, but this is our Harvard system that I've been looking at for years, using for years. It's a really great way to look at the longer trend of the market. So let's open this up since it's a stock. Show extended hours, highlight extended hours, apply that, and then move this to 15 minutes. And we're down at 226 or thereabouts. So I'll go back to the daily. So we're in this ballpark right here with what the futures are doing. Now, yeah, sure, that's going to turn it red because it's way down here. At least gray, but I'm guessing red. And looky there, we're going to be at this 50% line right here, which is literally, because the computer does it for me, I can't imagine it's not right. 50%, yeah, of this rise right here, which is very common to pull back to. And I've noticed a lot of times equities won't pull all the way back to that line because they don't give you a nice clean fill if you actually drew it at that line, or made your entry there. It gets in the ballpark and usually a little high, and then that's going to be a place for me to look for a reversal. So I already have a signal built on this thing to look at a reversal, because this is where I want to get in after this big route down here and this pullback higher, and then this pullback lower. I'm looking to get into here because this looks constructive to the upside to me. So that's what I'm looking for. Not to mention we're above the Harvard lines. All right. Transports, IYT. All right, a solid pullback that I did buy into, so I am long here. Looking for a reversal. However, if things get out of whack, I'm going to get out. So that's my plan. USO, oil. I got out of this, same kind of thing. It pulled back harder than expected. Now I'm looking to get back in because of the bullish future cloud. And I'm looking because I think it can ride back up again. This looks pretty constructive on the monthly. All right, I'm going to wrap this up and just go straight to stockcharts.com. Put in the bullish percent indexes, point and figure chart. And today the industrials didn't move. The NYA up 1.37%. The transports didn't move. The NASDAQ, the NASDAQ up 0.456%. The SPX up 1.19%. The S&P 100 up 6.15%, and the NASDAQ 100 tacked on a new O to the downside, went minus 4.17%. So that's pretty broad based. The NASDAQ's looking rough, but the rest of them are looking pretty like there's bullishness under the hood. So I think that's constructive for a lot of different plays, and hopefully it helps. Talk to you guys next time. Take care.